Okay, so I've been thinking about this, and my brain is just completely fried trying to process everything that's coming up on Tuesday, March 10. Like, I am sitting here staring at my screen, overanalyzing every single spoiler, and I just cannot make it make sense. Or maybe I can. No, actually, I can't. Here's what's bugging me right out of the gate: Carly and Valentin in bed, and Jason walking in on them. Wait, let me back up. Actually, no, first I should mention the sheer logistics of this bedroom scene because it is driving me absolutely insane. So, Carly and Valentin have their little bedroom romp, which, okay, we all knew was coming because they've been conspiring against Jack Brennan and trauma bonding, or whatever you want to call it. They are lying there under the covers, supposedly considering whether they have any regrets. Really, you're Carly Spencer and Valentine Cassadine. Your entire lives are built on a foundation of bad choices and zero regrets. But then again, that doesn't explain why they are suddenly having an existential crisis in the afterglow. Maybe they realize that teaming up to take down Brennan is a terrible idea. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. Anyway, the point is... Wait, what was the point? Oh, right, Jason Morgan. Jason just derails the entire conversation by showing up. How does he just show up in her bedroom? Does Carly not have locks? Does Valentine, a former mercenary, not have any situational awareness? It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. Jason bursts in probably wearing his standard black t-shirt, looking completely stoic but internally screaming, and he blasts Carly for this partnership. He urges her to drop it before she faces a grim fate. A grim fate! That is such a specific phrase. Is Jason talking about Brennan retaliating, or is he talking about something else? I know Jason is furious because Josslyn tattled on Carly, but his reaction seems almost disproportionately intense. Or, maybe not. I don't know. Jason has always been overprotective of Carly, but catching her in bed with a Cassadine while she's secretly plotting against the head of pikemen, that's a lot even for him. I think it was Monday's episode, or maybe Sunday's, somewhere around there, where Jason first realized Carly was keeping him at arm's length. He is definitely projecting his hurt feelings into tactical anger. Okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. Jason is jealous? Not romantically jealous, but like best friend jealous. Valentin is in the inner circle right now, and Jason is on the outside. But then we have to talk about Jack Brennan and Josslyn Jax, because this is a whole other rabbit hole I keep falling down. Brennan seeks Josslyn out to warn her about Ross Cullum. Who even is Ross Cullum? I mean, I know he's a threat, but the way Brennan is treating this, it feels like Ross Cullum is the ultimate big bad. Brennan warns Josslyn about the danger she's up against if Cullum figures out her WSB status. Wait, let's pause. Josslyn Jax in the WSB. I am still struggling to wrap my head around this. She hates Sonny's mob lifestyle, but she joins a corrupt international spy agency. It makes no sense. But then again, maybe it makes perfect sense, because she's addicted to the adrenaline just like her mother. Probably doesn't matter, but I noticed Brennan is acting very protective of Josslyn. Is it because she's his employee, or is it because she's Carly's daughter Brennan wants Josslyn to understand the level of danger involved? But Josslyn is currently hiding the fact that her mom is sleeping with Valentin and plotting against Brennan. The layers of betrayal here are staggering. If Ross Cullum finds out Josslyn is WSB, she's dead. If Brennan finds out Josslyn is covering for Carly and Valentin, she's fired. Or worse, Josslyn is playing a very, very stupid game right now. She's in way over her head. What was I saying? Oh right, the Crimson stuff. Okay, so Nina Reeves is at Crimson cheerfully greeting someone for their first day. The spoilers hint it might be Charlotte Cassadine starting an internship. This is where my brain starts doing gymnastics. Brennan wants Nina to pry Valentine intel out of Charlotte. So Charlotte being at Crimson is basically a trap. Nina is using her former stepdaughter as a pawn for Brennan. That is so dark. But Nina is playing it off cheerfully. Charlotte, however, is going to play eavesdropper. Of course she is. It's a soap. Everyone eavesdrops. But what she overhears is the thing that has me literally pacing around my room at 2 a.m. Charlotte overhears Maxie Jones venting to Nina. About what? About Lulu, Spencer, and Nathan West's new romance. Wait, what? Okay, stop. stop everything. Nathan West. Nathan West has been dead since like what, 2018? Did I miss something? Is this a ghost romance? Is this a secret twin? No, wait. The spoilers treat it like a totally normal, factual thing. Lulu and Nathan have a new romance. My brain cannot compute this. How is Nathan alive? Where has he been? And he's with Lulu. Lulu, who was in a coma, Lulu, who used to be married to Dante Maxie, is venting to Nina about it. Which makes total sense because Maxie was married to Nathan. Maxie must be losing her absolute mind. I am losing my mind. I need to calm down and analyze this rationally. Okay, so Maxie spills too much to Nina. Charlotte overhears it. Charlotte is Lulu's daughter. Well, technically Valentin and Lulu's via surrogacy, it's complicated. If Charlotte hears that her mother is romantically involved with Nathan West, how is she going to react? Actually, no, first I should mention Lulu and Nathan's perspective. The spoilers say Lulu and Nathan talk about their next steps. They are considering bringing Dante Falconeri Charlotte and Rocco Falconeri into the loop. Dante's gonna flip. Dante and Nathan used to be partners at the PCPD. They were best friends. And now Nathan is back from the dead apparently and dating Dante's ex-wife, baby mama. The betrayal. The drama. Rocco's gonna be so confused. Charlotte is going to be a mess. If Charlotte confronts her mom and admits she already got the scoop from eavesdropping on Maxie, Lulu is going to be backed into a corner. I can't get over the Nathan West of it all. Is it really him? Could it be someone with his face? No, the spoilers just say Nathan West. I have to accept it. But it changes everything. It completely rewrites the last several years of Maxie's trauma. No wonder Maxie is venting. I would be screaming from the rooftops. Anyway, moving on before I short circuit. Let's talk about Willow. Or should I say Congresswoman Kane? When did Willow become a congresswoman? I feel like I blinked and suddenly the sweet, mild-mannered school teacher nurse is sitting in political office. I know she's been married into the Quartermain and Corinthos families, but Congress, this is wild. And she's at her place getting a visit from Jen Sidwell. Jen Sidwell is terrifying. He's this massive threat, and he's just casually hanging out at Willow's house, reminding her to take her cues from Ezra Boyle. Ezra Boyle is apparently Sidwell's mouthpiece. So basically Willow is a puppet. Sidwell makes it crystal clear that H.E. put Willow in this position of power, and he expects her to return the favor. Okay, so I've been thinking about this dynamic. Willow has always had this intense moral compass. She's always the one judging everyone else for their crimes. But now she's a corrupt politician in the pocket of Jen Sidwell. How did she justify this to herself? Did Sidwell blackmail her into it? Or did she actually crave the power? I think it was... Wait, I don't remember when exactly she made this deal, but it has to be connected to Michael or Nina somehow. Sidwell tells her it's time to get some new orders and follow them. Willow is trapped. If she disobeys Sidwell, he destroys her political career and probably her life. If she follows his orders via Ezra Boyle, she becomes a full-blown criminal. It's weird. Like, really weird. Seeing Willow in this dark, gritty political storyline feels so out of character, but at the same time it's fascinating. I kind of love it. Or maybe not. I don't know. I worry they are going to ruin her character completely. But then again, that doesn't explain why she's going along with Ezra Boyle so easily. Maybe she has a master plan to take Sidwell down from the inside. I mean, not exactly, but kind of. She could be working with Brennan or the WSB. No, that's too complicated. Josslyn is the WSB connection right now. And finally, we have Kristina Corinthos Davis. Kristina is in panic mode. She tracks down Jacinda Bracken for help with an emergency. Who is Jacinda Bracken? A new character, an old character I forgot about. I think she might be a contractor or someone related to hospitality, because Kristina is on the verge of reopening Charlie's pub. After all the insane life or death stakes in these spoilers, Jason threatening Carly with a grim fate, Josslyn dodging Ross Cullum, Nathan West returning from the dead to date Lulu, Willow being a corrupt congresswoman. Kristina is just panicking about a pub opening. It's honestly hilarious. It's such a classic soap opera juxtaposition. One character is dealing with international espionage, and another is like, oh no, the kegs didn't arrive on time. But wait, maybe the emergency at Charlie's pub isn't just about the restaurant. It's Kristina. Everything she touches turns into a disaster. Maybe Jacinda Bracken is tied to the mob. Maybe Sonny's using Charlie's pub to launder money again, and Kristina found out. The spoilers say Jacinda will do what she can to pitch in, which sounds innocent enough, but nothing is ever innocent in Port Charles. Probably doesn't matter, but I notice Kristina always panics right before something good happens to her, and then she self-sabotages. She's reopening Charlie's, which should be a triumph, but she's dragging Jacinda into some chaotic mess. Let me look at the whole picture again. Tuesday's episode is just packed. We have Jason, Carly, and Valentin in a messy love-hate triangle of doom. We have Josslyn playing double agent while Brennan tries to protect her from Ross Cullum. We have Nina using Charlotte, while Charlotte discovers the mother of all secrets about Lulu and Nathan West. We have Congresswoman Willow taking orders from a mobster. And Kristina crying over spilled beer at Charlie's. It's just so much. I can't stop thinking about Jason walking into that bedroom. Does he just stand there? Does he yell? Does Valentin put a shirt on? Carly must be so defensive. She always gets defensive when she knows she's wrong. And Jason is right, she is facing a grim fate. If Jen Sidwell is powerful enough to install Willow as a congresswoman, and Brennan is powerful enough to run the WSB in Pikeman, Carly and Valentin are like two gnats trying to fight a hurricane. They are going to get crushed. And Josslyn is going to get caught in the crossfire because she won't tell Brennan the truth. Okay, I know I just said I was going to wrap this up, but my brain keeps circling back to Nathan and Lulu. I am literally second-guessing my own memory. Did Nathan not die? Did Peter August not shoot him? I swear, I remember Maxie crying over his grave. If Nathan is back, does that mean Peter is back? No, don't even put that into the universe. But Lulu and Nathan talking about their next steps implies they've been together for a minute. They are ready to tell Dante and Rocco, this is going to destroy Maxie. She's venting to Nina, which means she already knows, and she's clearly not handling it well. Nina is Nathan's sister. Well, technically cousin, but raised as siblings, right? Soap family trees are a nightmare. So Nina is caught between her love for Nathan, her friendship with Maxie, and her own weird agenda with Charlotte and Valentin. The whole thing is just a massive web of secrets. Everyone is lying to everyone. Carly is lying to Brennan. Josslyn is lying to Brennan. Willow is lying to the public. Lulu and Nathan are hiding from their families. Jordan is hiding her pregnancy. Wait, that's not in these spoilers, but I know it's happening. My brain is jumping between ideas, and I'm not organizing them perfectly. I just feel like Tuesday's episode is gonna be a massive explosion of truth bombs. Charlotte eavesdropping is the catalyst. Once Charlotte knows about Lulu and Nathan, she's going to blow it up. Once Jason catches Carly, he might blow up her alliance. Once Brennan realizes Josslyn is lying, it's all going to collapse. I need to go to sleep, but I know I'm just going to lie awake thinking about how Dante is going to react to Nathan West. It's weird. Like, really weird